Hello and welcome back to the Joephoon. Last game didn't go that well, to be perfectly honest. We dominated, but we drew. It was a bit of a shambles. But this week we've got something far more interesting coming up. It's the Carabao Cup, thank you very much, against our arch rivals Lincoln City. The Imps. The Impudent Imps. I don't know why they're called that, I've never known that. I should probably do the research really, but they've got the ugliest badge in the Football League, so we can admire that. Oh, a press conference, yeah, I think I'll be doing that. I would like to comment. Actually, I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to pick out a very specific Lincoln City player for no reason. Toffolo. Imagine being called Toffolo. Right, Toffolo, I'm going to unnerve you. Just pick him out for no reason at all. Yes, yeah, thank you for coming, everybody. Thanks for gathering for us in this press conference. Before we start, I would just like to say Toffolo can eat a bag of dicks. That would unnerve you, wouldn't it? That's a good tactic. Now, Lincoln have been our rivals for a long time. I think it's because we've both been in and around the same sort of leagues. We've been, well, not been in each other. No one's suggesting that. But we've been around each other for a long time. I would say my more fierce hatred is for Scunthorpe, but yeah, they've been above us for some time. So let's not worry about that. So I've got a bit of kinship with Lincoln. They're strugglers. They understand the struggle just as much as us. But alas, they're our rivals. We got to smash them. Okay, boys, don't let me down. Oh, there's an A and a B in there. Could have been worse. Alright, we've got time to make a transfer, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to do it. We've got to save something for the January budget because there'll be problems I need to address later on in the season. This always happens. I blow all my money straight away. Right, without any more faffing about and being a peanut, let's go play away Lincoln City. Just to freak them out a little bit more, I'm going to have us both play in our away kit. It's all about the psychological game. Bye. Hasn't really got the stamina to play this game. Hessenthaler, you're up. Dennis is useless, so I think we're going to have Cardwell. Actually, what am I doing? I've got Welsh. I think I'm happy with that. Just Hendry for Davis is all. Yeah, I'm satisfied. That's my team. Let's rock and roll. Go and get it, boy. You want to? You're going to get it. You got it.
This is, as you all know, a local derby.
Yeah, it is a local derby. Thank you very much, Martin Tyler. Thanks for giving this the gravitas it deserves, because this is a big deal. This is a very big deal. And also, I'm pretty sure we have them next after this in the league as well, which happens a lot to me in FIFA for some reason. I'll play a team in the cup, and then I'll play them 4 days later in the league. It's bizarre. Let's just skip this. Let's get straight to the match.
We're ready to go in this cup tie in the English League Cup.
Well, there's a lot of good players out there.
Okay, they've had a strong start. They've had the ball for well over 10 seconds. Imagine if that had gone in. Imagine how unfair that would have been, even for FIFA standards.
To Davis.
Yeah, we've not really got the pace at the back actually, so we have to do some slow passing. Draw them onto us, but they're not having it actually, to be fair. They're giving us the space we deserve. Yeah, okay, maybe our usual tactic ain't going to fly at this particular juncture. Go on, Cardwell. Oh, that was just abysmal. He gave it away. Yeah, we're a little bit rusty. It might well be because I'm rusty. I've not played this for a week. Well, sort of.
Striding forward, purposefully.
Yeah, go on, you're not going nowhere, son. That was a definite handball, but no one's calling for it. No one's calling, so just leave it. Come on, ref, what are you playing at? We should be 1-0 down now. That should have been an indirect free kick.
Room now out on the wing.
Ooh, oh no, we're
Cross is
not.
blocked.
I thought it was rebounding into the path of Cook. Okay, we can do something with this here. We can do something. Here we go.
Spaced across the ball.
Cross
now.
it.
Well, the cross doesn't get past there.
Oh,
really close.
whisker. By a
There's no
whisker.
finer sight than when you get that right.
Look at
Unlucky.
that. Our keeper was just watching it. He's like, no, I'm not even going to try. That's just that snapped my hand off. And good on him actually for daring to feel that way. You've got to protect yourself in this game. You get forced into early retirement, that's it. Your game's done. What are you going to do after you're a footballer? You're going to work in a chippy? No, you're not. What can you do? You become a pundit, I suppose, if you're a Premier League player and people recognise you. If you're a League 2 player, what do you do after you retire? No one knows.
Welsh.
I think they die. I think they just go out there, outside, curl up into a little ball and wait for the rain to wash them into the drains. because they don't get paid ridiculous amounts, obviously, in League Two. So it's not like they can just live the rest of their life on that money. So I genuinely wonder what they do. I suppose if you're a club legend, you've probably always got work with that club. You know, if you've been with them 10 years and the fans love you, you're probably never going to struggle in your life. But imagine
making sure there's no turnover.
You play for Luton Town. Someone snaps a Millwall player in the cup, snaps your ankles.
A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the
Come
ball.
on. Oh.
Gets his cross in.
Yeah, it's on target.
He's
better than
made
usual.
the save.
Yeah, what's the story then? I guess you have to go work in Dixon's. Is Dixon still around? I don't think it is it?
To see, of course,
I'm not with it. I've lived this life of luxury where I play FIFA all day. I don't know what the real world is like. I don't know when it's still open. Curry's. Is Curry still open?
I mean, there
It
was
has to
no
be,
real
doesn't it?
goal-scoring chance, but the defence would be pleased that their organisation brought
Yeah,
him
I've got
off.
to be honest with you, yeah. I think giving us something to worry about. I know we've had a few shots, but we've been pretty toothless. We've not really worried them.
Only it's a difficult
that really,
that
really concerned me just there, because we concede well, I say a lot of goals. How many have we conceded so far? It's one, isn't it? But I concede a lot of goals on Legendary, just in general.
Here's Davis.
From situations exactly like that, where they should be being man-marked, but the off-the-ball running that I can't control is absolutely dog shit.
There's some potential in this move.
Now,
can he take them on?
Just take him on, take him on.
He's got his shot off now.
Oh, it's been up again! Off the post and in, did you see? Did you see? We're going to watch that again.
Well, we see it again, how close it was.
Look, yeah, there you go, that's what it's all about. I keep crossing it, that's my mistake. I should go for the short pass. Look at that. That was gorgeous. He's backtracked as well to get to it. Oh, Cook does an amazing job getting over it. Oh, it's actually Cardwell, I do apologise.
He works hard on his team on the
that was brilliant. It felt a bit accidental, didn't it? But that's the beauty of Charles Benham. He's probably my best player. I was so right to pick him to be my training prodigy. But I've got 3 training prodigies, which is quite nice, actually.
Game in charge of this club. They drew the second one, and there were some good signs, Alan, weren't there?
This is the cup as well, so it's not like there's any points at stake here, so I'm not too worried.
At this club,
but I would like a bit more money, and cup run is a good way of doing that. Especially because when you're in League 2, you actually got quite a few cups. You got the Carabao, the FA, and the Checker Trade. If you get to, if you get to the knockouts, sorry, I was just making. I've really fluffed that. I'm going to start being more consistent with my goal kicks because I just give it away all the time. Yeah, if you make it to a reasonable level in the knockout stage, I mean, you're going to earn a little bit of money, decent money as well for a League 2 team.
That was a decent effort,
Right, come get it, babe. Come get it. Ooh, you can't get me.
Two more minutes to play of added time.
Oh, I don't think Cook's fast enough. He's not going to get it. No. Why is there like a Canada flag with Lincoln City's little imp man in there? Toffolo, I thought I told you to stay at home.
It's O'Connor. Trying to run off the shoulder.
Miles off. You're miles off.
That is a weakness in his game. Gets caught.
We're actually doing quite well when you really think about it.
Cook.
We've won 1, drawn 1 on Legendary, and we're winning another one against a team that, let's be fair, I mean, Grimsby fans won't like this, but a team that is better than us. Lincoln have been absolutely on fire this season. Cardwell actually hasn't been particularly effective. Is that a mistake just to stick Dennis on? I'll stick Rose on. He's not had much of a game lately. Didn't play him in pre-season. I'm happy with my 2 wingers. I just don't want my defence to get too tired. I'll leave it for now. I can always sub them off a bit later on. Sub them off sounds way filthier than it is.
45 minutes. Second half starts now.
Yeah, I think 1 or 2 players surprised us actually how well they played in that first half. They'll be delighted.
There we go. Cardwell's greatest contribution in that half was getting out of the way, so in all fairness, probably is right to sub him. Rose has got bags of pace. In my experience, I don't know if this is just psychological or whether or not this is a real thing that FIFA does on purpose, but if you don't play a player for ages, when you then sub them on, they try extra hard to impress you and everything they does comes off, sorry. There we go.
An excellent cross.
Nah, nothing. Thomas actually been pretty anonymous this entire time. I don't know if you've noticed. In none of the games has he really shown himself, because
I think that's a good performance.
I've got, surprise, surprise, I've got another Grimsby Town playthrough, and they are, go on, Rose. Yeah, it's pretty tame, that.
A comfortable save.
And Thomas he's an absolute machine. He's a great header of the ball. He's got great individual skill. He can take on defenders. He's a real strong player. But for some reason in this playthrough, I don't know whether it's a slightly different play style, so I'm trying to keep it interesting for myself. But he's just not really creating anything or being useful. I might have to consider getting another striker, because Renam can't do it all on his own. Although at the moment it seems like he can.
Cook.
Right, go on, Hall Johnson. Hall Johnson. It's in. It's in the. Oh, it's way too close to the keeper. Great block, because that could have been pretty costly for them. I mean, can't argue with that. Oh, but this is what I was talking earlier about. I always play the same team twice in these. Well, once a season. They'll be in the cup and then in the league.
Room now out of the
well,
wing.
One of the things that always happens as well is I'll always win one and lose one. I never win both or lose both. If I draw, actually, I don't know what the situation is. I don't draw very often.
Well defended, not just getting across.
But even if I win this, it does mean we're probably going to get into a weird position in the league.
Somehow he saved it.
That should have really been a catch, Gauchi, but he kept it out, I suppose.
Put the corner in the middle.
Maybe I can break my usual system. I'll tell you what's confusing. Gauchi's keeper uniform is basically the same colour as the Lincoln City's, so I'm finding it quite difficult to tell where he is when it comes to their corners.
Thomas.
I'm just playing some through ball football, to be honest. It's working though, so why not? Or go on, you can see him, can't you? That's in. Thank you very much. 2-0. We can't lose now, can we? We're not going to mess this up. We messed up against Macclesfield, and that was me being a plank. We can't now, surely. See what I mean? I brought Rose on. And he's just absolutely mugged everyone off. He's in bags of space. That's a perfect cross. It's perfect.
Timed the header perfectly. Wonderful example of how to head the ball.
Let's see the replay now.
I'm really pleased with him. Well done, Rose. Well, I'm Wolford, but Wolford's had several chances today, and he just happened to slot this one away. He's had a pretty good game, but I wouldn't say anything more than that. I'm a very moody manager. You may have noticed.
20 minutes of the 90
players have got to impress me. I'm not saying Rose has impressed me with that one move, but you know, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. He's definitely earned himself the right to play in a few more games, just so I can get a good sense of him.
The home team about to make a change.
Because I never usually play my lowest ranked players. Because I suppose in a way, why would you? But I'm not very good at FIFA, so perhaps I shouldn't listen to myself. I should try something new. I'm going to try the same thing again, basically. Oh, there's Rose again, hitting the post.
Defensive clearance there.
Yeah, this is brilliant. Okay, Rose, you've earned yourself a spot in the first team, mate. Not regularly, just I'll give you a chance every now and again. Until you prove otherwise. There we go. Just bolster my defence a little bit. Just give him a bit more freshness. Got to spice up the freshness.
Well, both sides are going to make changes now.
I haven't really got options here, have I? Right. Welsh, just batter it. No need was there. That was stupid.
O'Hara.
I'm a very stupid person. Oh, hang on. Oh, what? Come on. Where's your pace?
Make sure the pass wasn't completed.
There we go. I was going to say we got lucky there, but FIFA conspired against me, as it always does.
And he can kick it away.
There is no way on earth my defender wasn't getting there first.
We've got 10 minutes left on the clock.
we've got to be careful here because they will claw one back. And if I know this game, that will then mean they claw
but
another
no
one
one
back.
to benefit from it. Well, that's the keeper's
Well,
ball.
keeper
From the moment the cross left his foot.
I'm not a big fan of just passing it along your back four, so I'm going to have to take it to him again. I'm going to have to. I could just play this out, but
Welsh.
it's not in my nature. It's not in my nature to time waste. No, not a good pass, Rose, but in all fairness,
Saw the pass coming.
you did make an interception. I think I'm probably going to give you credit for in total.
Because their team strangers to the ball of late.
Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress.
Right,
Welsh.
back in our possession again. Sod it, actually. I'm taking it on. No, I'm not. What a pathetic ball.
Wilson.
You may have noticed by now that my strategy in these games is it leaves a lot to be desired, but it's worth noting that I'm winning. I'm winning games. It's a very hit and miss
That's a straightforward piece of work for the goalkeeper.
strategy, I suppose. Basically, I just through ball it constantly and use my pace to get past them. I do need to come up with a much better system because that's not always going to work. There we are. Perfect. Oh, magnifique. Oh, le beautiful. There we are. 2-0 to the Mariners. 2-0 down. Checking to see if Toffolo's got anything to say on the matter. Let's have a little check. Did he get unnerved? Did he have a terrible game? He did, actually. Well, it wasn't terrible, but it was like joint worst rated, was he? Well, basically. Alright, no one cares. I'm going to go now. Thanks very much for joining me on our road to greatness. I really do feel like we can achieve this year. I really feel like we can achieve. Believe. Bye.